government at the first time they did not took any interest in improving the existing education system. Now what is this existing education system? Pathshalas, Maktabs, Madrasas, these were the existing education system of India, and the Britishers did not took any interest in improving it at the first time. So only few Indians can qualify the British institutions and help the Britishers in the company's law. Why only few Indians can do this? Because there were not many institutions. The British institutions were only limited, so only few Indians can qualify this British institution and help them in the company's law. And after it, as you already know that the Britishers were not familiar with the vernacular and the regional languages. Now, what is this vernacular and the regional languages? Sanskrit, Marathi, Hindi. So these are the vernacular and the regional languages which were not being familiar with the Britishers. And also the Indians did not know the English language. So these qualified Indians had qualified the British institution, helped the Britishers to communicate with the Indian states. So these few Indians helped the Britishers to communicate with the Indian states. So the Britishers thought that it's their profit because to communicate there were only few Indians, so they think that we should have to increase this number of Indians. So they have changed the existing education system to English education system. They had done a lot of institutions, they had made a lot of communities, they have made many communities to see after this. I will explain all this. So I will like to first explain about the institution. So the first institution was established by the Governor General Warren Hastings in 1781. In 1781, Governor General Warren Hastings has established the first institution and he gave it name as Calcutta Madrasa. So what this Calcutta Madrasa teaches is, it teaches the three languages, Persian, Arabic and Islamic law. So these three languages are taught in this particular institution. And after it, in 1792, Jonathan Duncan has set up a Sanskrit college at Varanasi. As the name itself, it tells us that in this particular institution, Sanskrit language has been taught. And after it, in 1800, Fort William was established. In 1800, Fort William was established to train the civil servants about the Indian tradition, culture, law and administration. All these things are being taught in this particular institution. Fort William, it was established in 1800. So nothing was fruitful. Why? Because there was no one to supervise it. And it is very important to supervise something. There is no one to see or look after it, whether the Indians are getting the proper knowledge or not, whether these institutions are enough for the Indians or not. So to look after it, there was no one to supervise. That's why this is a very big problem. All the attempts which were made were not enough. And after it, in 19th century, Charles Grant. Now who is this Charles Grant? Charles Grant is also known as the father of modern education. Charles Grant is also known as the father of modern education because he has set up a network of schools for the improvement of the English education system in India. And because of his effort, because of his birth, the beginning was there and the beginning of the English education system was started in 1813 and it came into effect after the Charter Act of 1813. Now what is this Charter Act of 1813? Charter Act of 1813 gives the permission to the Christian missionaries. So the Christian peoples come to India under a license and spread their English education to the Indians. Now how these Christian missionaries spread their education? So these Christian peoples had changed the course syllabus. Now what is this course syllabus? The existing education system, the Pathshalas, Maktabs, all the syllabus which were taught in this institution, the Christian missionaries has changed the syllabus and introduced the useful knowledges for religion as well as moral improvement. So in this way they have come to India and changed the existing education system and spread their English education system of India. And also 1 lakh fund was also given by the East India Company. 1 lakh fund was given by the East India Company for every 1 year to the Indians for the improvement of the English education system in India. And it is spent for only the improvement of the English education system in India. But nothing was fruitful. All the British institutions, all the Britishers' work, all the including the Charles Grant, all the Charter Act was nothing fruitful because the big problem was there was no one to supervise it. But this was all until 1823. Now what had happened in 1823, what changes were made by the East India Company, so we will see it all detail. So in 1823, a committee was set up. In 1823, a committee of public instruction was set up. So this committee comprises the two groups, Anglicist and Orientalist. So these two groups look after the improvement of the English education system. And because of their effort, because of their work, the English education system had spread in the whole country. So I would like to conclude and we have all discussed about the earlier. The British at the first time they were not interested, but when they think that it's their profit, so they have changed the English education system. They have built many institutions, Calcutta Madrasa, Fort William, Sanskrit College. These many institutions were built. Charles Grant was also one of the biggest person who has contributed his work, and because of his work, the beginning was there, and also 1 lakh fund was given by the East India Company. We have seen about the 1823, a committee was also built, and because of these efforts, the beginning of the English education system was started and finally spread in the whole country. So I would like to conclude by saying some questions. So my first question is, in 1792, which institution was established and by whom?
In 1792, Jonathan Duncan set up a Sanskrit college at Maharashtra.
Who is known as the father of modern education? I would say
Charles Grant.
yes, Charles Grant is known as the father of modern education because he has set up a number of schools for improvement of the English education system. So I would like to ask some questions. What is the Charter Act?
Yes, anybody up?
First Act is in 1830 for
They are spreading English education. They have come to India for spreading the English education system. So, how many rupees were given by the East India Company? Which company was set up in 1823? Anyone can do that.
Committee of Public Instruction.
Committee of Public Instruction was established in 1823, so it contains the analysis and orientation. So we'll see it in the next seminar. So in 1800, which institution was established? This was Fort William College. Fort William College. So Fort William was established to train the civil servants about the Indian culture, tradition, art, and tradition. So to teach all these things, Fort William was established. Which languages were taught in Calcutta at that time? Arabic, Persian, Islamic. Yes. So with these languages, Arabic, Persian, and Islamic law, these three languages are taught in this particular institution. Who established the first institution?
Anyone? क्या पढ़ा
Government General Norton has.
The Governor General Gordon Hastings has set up the first institution in 1781 and it gave its name as Calcutta Press. 1781, the Governor General Gordon Hastings has set it. So one question is there, whether it is true or false. At the first time, the Britishers were interested in improving the existing education system or not. What are the classical and the vernacular languages?
Yes. ये क्वेश्चन है क्लासिकल लैंग्वेज को दिया कौन सी लैंग्वेज में बताओ
Yes, Sanskrit, Hindi, Marathi. So these are the traditional or the vernacular and the regional languages. So which institution was built or established by the Jonathan Duncan? Which college was established? Yes, Sanskrit College was established by the Jonathan Duncan in 1792 for teaching the English. So with this point I would like to conclude.